The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years, from ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Clemson Tigers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. The Tigers pulled out a close one the last time they saw their Palmetto State rivals.
And Clemson, they were sleepwalking early in that game. They know when they play South Carolina, they're going to get their A-plus effort. They're going to have to take some haymakers, and they got to wake up in this one, Dave.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep. Even when seasons are out of touch for South Carolina, they can put an exclamation point by beating Clemson at the end of the year.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here's the speed merchant Chris Johnson Jr. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Johnson. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Clemson jumps to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He'll get rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Defense in press coverage. pulls it, trying to get the corner. Here's a little room there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with a big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
To the air, it's Denson. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Right down the middle. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Coming out with it, it's Lane. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back, fighting off the defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. Powers through. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick give. It's Johnson. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast and met him there and forced the TF.
Looking to pass. It's Denson. Out wide right. It's Davidson. Makes the grab. Down immediately. He picks up the fear.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Johnson. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. He's got the tight end. Shows him the stiff arm. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. With the catch, it's Watson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Got an alley. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Motion from the wideout. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. And his throw is incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. Inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line and scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Still looking. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Left side, it's Johnson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes off. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burrows. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air. It's Denson. Taking a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got to make the play on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. That's caught. It's Brown. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Johnson. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good.
Fucking Madden, bro. Playing fucking Madden in the fucking meter, bro. God damn.
The final minute of the first half. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the counter. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Rolls it in. At the 45 on his way.
So we can't play man now, bro. What the fuck is going on? We've been man this shit all fucking year. In a fucking rivalry game. Oh, God.
But they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more
We
points here
finna
before
fucking
the half.
lose.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Rushes on. And they got him. Timeout called here by South Carolina.
Man, this shit all year, bro. Act like we fucking been here before. Fuck.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Tells the run. Wants to pass. Right side, it's Johnson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 7 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory caps off a 7-5 regular season. Not the best outcome, but you'd have to think a bowl invite is on the way. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina...
Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the 2nd half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me his message to his team, this is our Super Bowl. Neither team headed for the college football playoffs, and so this rivalry matchup will be the most important game they can win for the rest of this season. He believes they have the intensity and the focus to make it happen, but they have to get off to a good start here in the third quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Got his man. Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Caught. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On the move. There he goes. He stops at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Second and long here. They'll run him again. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Tight end now in motion. Timeout call by Clemson. That's their first. That will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Drives inside. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide left, it's Brown. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it first and 10 from just across the 50.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the pitch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Denson. Left side, it's Burrows. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense will stay out there to go for it on fourth down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. A handoff for Watson. Knocked down immediately. They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to get started. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. Hits inside. It's McAllister. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Clemson is quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here comes Clemson with another first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field. Get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays in.
He wants to take the top off. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's McAllister. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Drops back. It's Marshall. Fires quickly. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
So third
I told you this.
inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different
Stay
complexion.
up for me.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. All wideouts, no backs. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide right, it's Lane. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Wants to go up top on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Just had to get rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Holds on, it's Sellers. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Marshall. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Needs it here on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. All over him immediately.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Out wide left, it's Tyler. Makes a grab and room to run. The 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fights off a defender. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here comes the heat. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to happen to get back in this ballgame.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They'll will take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big fourth down here in the fourth quarter.
South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.